Do I open it? Should I review it? Yes, you should review that figure, Mayor Aaron. No! Who are you? Well, you're me, but how? No reason to get startled. You see, I am just the chase version of you. Chase version? What makes you a chase? Well, I have this pink LJV shirt variant, and oh, I also have the Carmella hat variant, which is the white brim. Huh, pretty subtle differences to be a chase. Wait, how do you know that I'm not the chase, and you're not just the regular version? Well, that's a good question, and I know because I have this sticker. Ah, frick! I guess you got me there. Wait a sec. There's 5,000 of me chases? Huh. Anyways, why are you here? Because today I have a very special gift for you. That's right. I got you a brand new AEW Unmatched Series 3 Anna Jay Chase version. That way you can review her today. Here you go. What? Oh, wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, now I can open up this one and review it, and I don't have to touch the most prized possession in my collection. Thank you. No problem, bro. But, it's time for you to wake up. Wake up? What do you mean? I was just about to ask you if you want to solve some mysteries together like Mary-Kate and Ashley. Yes, please. That sounds awesome. But you have to do this review. I'll see you soon. Whoa! Oh, boy, what a crazy dream. I tell you, that is the last time that I go to sleep after watching an Olsen Twins movie. Whew. What the? What? Hey y'all, welcome to LumberJillville. Women's wrestling lives here, and welcome to today's first-of-a-kind review here in LJV, where I review the very first chase on this channel. Now, for the last 2.5 years in LJV, I've reviewed every single women's wrestling figure released, and even gone back and reviewed some older ones. But I've never reviewed a chase, and that's simply because they've been hard to come by. So anyone that watches the channel might be familiar with my story about how I pass multiple Walmarts and Targets every day going to work, and one fateful Tuesday, about half a year ago, I came across this Unmatched Series 3 Anna Jay Chase. I looked down, saw it, my heart sank, and it was the best feeling I've had as a collector, right? And I can't tell you how I felt. I mean, I really can't. And for me, having that passion toward women's wrestling figures, to find a female chase in the wild was unreal. And to me, this will always be the prized possession in my collection. It means so much to me. And the fact is, mine actually has some paint defects. The scan's printed on wonky, and it has some tan skin on the chest. I'll show an up-close photo right here. But I'm actually going to open up this other one I was able to obtain and keep the one with the paint defects MOC, because this is the one that I found on the pegs, and I'm going to cherish that moment and cherish that figure forever, so it will always stay MOC and right in the background of my videos. So I'm real excited to review the first chase here in LJV from Unmatched Series 3, and also do a comparison to the regular version and see if it has, I don't know, a little bit more incentive to be a chase, right? And also, I'm standing at a different angle today because I have my AEW women's figure shelf, and I do plan on doing a video maybe this weekend kind of ranking all the AEW women's figures so far. Now, with that being said, without further ado, let's dive in and take a closer look at this Chase version. I've said it before on the channel, and I stick with it, that I think the AEW wrestling figures have the best packaging out there on the toy shelves. I think it is striking. The Unrivaled and the Unmatched lines have beautiful, beautiful packaging, as you can see here, with not only the color concept here, but also the shape of the packaging. It feels real sturdy, and it's gorgeous packaging, right? So obviously, looking at this, what makes this a Chase as far as the packaging goes? Well, there's actually a lot of different details, but first off, we'll see that Chase sticker, which sometimes isn't on the Chase, FYI. Sometimes they forget the sticker, but here, Chase 1 of 5,000 edition, it is red. And you also want to look for that little number is also in red that indicates it's a Chase. Now, both of those things aren't on all the Chases, but for this one, that's what you want to look for. Now, as far as what else is different on this packaging, let's do a little comparison. We're going to bring in Unmatched Series 3 regular version, Anna Jay. Now, looking at the two, besides that sticker, there are some differences that maybe some people weren't aware of, such as the main image on the front of the Superstar is a completely different image here. And that image is also different on the side, in that little thumbnail size image. And once again, as you can see, that Chase version has the red number. And then on the back, the really awesome back of the AEW figure packaging where it has what the Attire is from. Usually, sometimes they're off with that. And then a big image of the Superstar. And here with this Anna Jay Chase, I mean, how awesome is that? We get a shot from that AEW Dark episode in that Attire. And yes, that actually is an accurate date for once. They've been off on a couple of the female figures. But yeah, so as you can see, there are a lot of differences beyond just having that sticker. So here we go. We are going to unbox this. So let's do it, okay? Now, I have never been able to unbox an AEW figure. Oh man, this feels wrong, everybody. Without tearing the box up, but what we're going to do is we're going to try our darn best. Even though I do have one MOC, as I've mentioned before, and that one will forever be MOC. But we are going to really baby this. We are going to baby this. Usually I just rip them up. But we're not doing that today. Oh, okay. Okay. Brody, help me out, buddy. Okay, hey, so far, look. This is the best, the cleanest I've ever opened it so far. I am proud. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people that open their Chases actually take that sticker off, put it in a top loader. I think that's a great idea. Now, okay, we're just going to have to, I mean, that's toast, right? That's toast. It's toast, it's toast, it's toast. That's okay. You know, and we do have cards that are included in this set here, and we'll get those out at a later time. So here's the figure. We are going to take an up-close look at it. So let me get that figure out, get the cards out, and we'll cover each separately. But here we are. We opened it up without a crazy huge mess, right? Okay. AEW Unmatched Series 3 Anna Jay, 1 of 5,000 Chase version. This attire is from the September 1st, 2020 edition of AEW Dark, where Anna Jay would go on to defeat Red Velvet. Alright, so my first impressions of this figure now that we opened it up. I'm in love with this figure. I absolutely love this figure. And I'm not just saying that because it's a Chase. And this isn't even the most desired female Chase out there. Mostly because the attire is pretty simple. But I think the simpleness of the attire goes a long way and really classes this figure up and makes it look gorgeous all in its own right. I mean, I love this figure. Like, looking at it, the angle I'm looking at, it's stunning. It really is. It's a stunning, stunning figure. So we're going to dive in here, take a closer look at the details here, starting with that face, and then move on to the attire, and then do a little comparison with the regular version. But yeah, I love this figure so much. So this face scan, face sculpt, and hair sculpt is the exact same between this and the regular version of Anna. And that's important to note because if we go back all the way to Unrivaled Series 3 Riho, her chase version had a completely different and unique facial sculpt and scan. So here it's the same between the regular and the chase version, and I'm glad because this scan and sculpt is tremendous. I think it's excellent. Now, quick disclaimer, if you're looking for this figure, make sure the scan is printed on that sculpt perfectly. What I mean by that, a lot of times these women's wrestling figures have smaller facial structures, smaller sculpts, so when that scanning technology is printed on, even a little bit off, it looks wonky. And I've seen tons of wonky Anna Jays on the pegs where the scan wasn't printed on correctly and it looks horrible. So make sure it's printed on good, like this one, because this scan is printed on the sculpt perfectly, and I love it. She looks very serious here. She has dark lipstick on there. She has eyeshadow visible, and even her eyelashes are real thick. She has 99 on her cheek. Now, low-key, big deal with this figure, definitely a cool thing about it is the coloration of the hair. Now, I've said before in a lot of my reviews of women's wrestling figures, a lot of times the hair doesn't look realistic. They just have one solid color for the hair. But AEW's done a good job of trying to make the hair on the female figures look a little bit more realistic, and here it looks phenomenal. We have dark near the roots there, and it gets lighter as it comes out. It looks realistic. I think it looks great, and I love it. Now, it's important to note that she also comes with an extra head. The hair doesn't, it still has that coloration, and it looks good. But this head also comes with the regular version as an alternate, and it looks a little silly in my opinion. But it is what it is. It's nice to get a different head with a different emotion. But yeah, as far as this head scan goes, and face sculpt and hair, it's beautiful. I love it. Alright, so let's move on down to the attire, which is the biggest difference between the chase and the regular version of Anna here. Now, this chase attire is pretty simple. Some may say bland, but I think the simpleness of it really does make it stand out, and it's a classy attire here. And there are some additions and differences, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison between this and the regular version here next, but first let's take an up-close look at her attire. So she has a sculpted-on choker around her neck with a silver loop that is on the regular version as well. The top is sculpted on just like the regular version, but it is painted differently this time around with a black solid base color and with purple accents, purple stars, and also little silver studs painted throughout the top and also around the border of the top. The bottoms have a purple waistband painted all the way around with little silver studs painted on, and the bottoms are a black base color with a tiny bit of purple trim around the edges all the way around the back. And this is something really hard that I just noticed here, but she does have a couple purple stars on the side of her bottoms here on the left side. Those are very hard to see, but they're there. Moving on down to her knee pads here, she has purple at the top, black base color with little silver spots throughout. And then obviously the biggest difference here are the arm sleeves, right? Now I believe her attire in real life was actually connected to the top, around the armpit area. It kind of went up and connected, but that's an unnecessary detail they didn't need to add. So I think they did a good job here of just painting the arm there and making it look like a sleeve. Now it is painted just a base black with purple trim and little silver spots painted throughout. Now I am going to say my one complaint is that the black, I wish it was like a metallic type black, right? If you look at images of the attire from that night, the black and purple did have a metallic shine to it, and I think that really would have pushed this figure over to the top and made it look tremendous, right? I still think it looks good, it looks classy, but I wish that black and even the purple was a metallic color. And the boots are just a plain black. So let's set her there, and let's bring out the regular version and do a comparison. Alright, so doing a little side-by-side comparison between the two. On the left, we obviously have that chase version of Anna Jay from Unmatched 3, and on the right, we have the regular version. Now, I did put that alternate head on the regular version. I call this Party Girl Anna because she's just having the best time ever, isn't she? So, I just wanted to be a little different with that one, so I put that head on that attire there. Now, looking at these figures from a distance here, as far as the structure of the attire goes, the biggest difference is the chase version has those arm sleeves, right? The structure is pretty much the same between the two. Now, as far as the paint application goes, it is vastly different. As I've said before, the chase version does have a simple color scheme here, but the regular version has a lot of intricate, crazy detail going on. It has a silver base color with like a snakeskin type pattern on the top, on the bottoms, and then even has a star painted on the top, on the side, and on the bottoms. Now, I did do a full in-depth review of this figure, so check that out on the channel if you want. I just want to do a little side-by-side. But yeah, as far as paint application goes and attention to detail, I mean, the regular version actually has a lot more detail and a lot more intricate paint application than the Chase, which is very interesting. But like I said, maybe I'm crazy, but I actually prefer the simple color scheme of the Chase. I just think it's classy and I love how it looks. But they did do a fantastic job on the paint application of the regular. So which one's better? I don't know. It's all going to be, up to your preference. But to me, it's probably just because it's a Chase, but I also love the simpleness of the attire. I love that Chase. That Chase is one of my favorite figures in all honesty. All right, now we did get a pack of cards in the package, and we're going to cut them open and see what we got. So these are Chase cards. Now, they're going to be the exact same as the regular version as far as the yellow cards go, but let's see who we got. We should have 3 in here. So let's pull them out. Oh, geez. Big fail on the opening. All right. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, so I see we got Paul Turner. If you don't know who Paul Turner is, welcome to LumberJillville, because I don't either. We got Chuck Taylor, and we have Lance Archer. And here's one last look at AEW Unmatched Series 3, Anna Jay, one of 5,000 Chase version. Alright, so now it's time to give this figure a score. Now, I am first off going to say that this figure is priceless, or I guess scoreless to me. It means so much to me. However, in LJV, I give out scores to these figures, and I did review it, so we're going to give it a score. So that being said, I give AEW Unmatched Series 3 Anna Jay, one of 5,000 Chase version, an overall score of a 9 out of 10. I believe it's actually a little lower than the regular version of Anna Jay. Now, this is a cool figure. It is a great figure all on its own. However, I feel like if they would have added the metallic paint to that black and purple on the attire, it really would have put the figure over, and it would have been in the high 9s, maybe even a perfect 10. Whereas that regular version has a lot of intricate paint detail, and it's just more visually appealing to most, right? So, like I mentioned, this is a priceless figure to me. I think it's cool. I think it's one of the best female chases out there. But it all depends on if you're a fan of Anna Jay or if this chase appeals to you. And to me, it always has. Big fan of purple. It's my favorite color. And this figure to me is a 30 out of 10. But if I had to give an actual score, I would say a 9 out of 10 is right where it lies. Thanks for stopping by LumberJillville. Women's wrestling lives here. For a first look at all future women's wrestling figure reviews, make sure to hit subscribe and become an official resident of LJV today. Also, make sure to like the video, hit that thumbs up, it'll help it out. Now, if you liked what you saw today, let me know in the comments below because I am very tempted to seek out the other AEW women's rare and chase figures and open them up and review them right here in LJV. So let me know what you think about that. Now, that being said, stay tuned. Unmatched Series 5 Red Velvet and also Elite 96 Dewdrop should be here any day now, so those reviews will be up very soon. And like I mentioned this weekend, I'm going to do something AEW related, maybe rank all the women's figures so far. Now, that being said, I hope you all have a great night. Thanks for watching.